You wake up before the alarm every single day. The room is still dark and the ceiling fan clicks softly as if it's tired of turning. Outside, street dogs bark and a distant train horn echoes low. You lie still for a moment, listening only to your breathing, slow, controlled, steady, alive. That is what matters most. As long as you are alive, you are doing something right. You sit up without hesitation. There's no time for scrolling through your phone or lying back down. Comfort makes people careless, and careless people do not survive long in this world. You wash your face with cold water, shave clean, and carefully polish your shoes until they reflect light. You iron your shirt even when no one will look at it closely. The boss notices everything. Clean people, clean cars, clean operations. And behind all of it, clean lies. By 5:30 a.m., you are already at the garage. The black SUVs stand in a perfect line, silent and heavy, each one worth more than everything you have ever owned. You walk past them slowly, checking each vehicle the same way every day. Tires, fuel, undercarriage, back seat. Sometimes there is dust, sometimes there is blood. You wipe both the same way. You learn the rules in your first week. No unnecessary talking, no staring, no turning around fully, only mirrors. If he says drive, you drive. If he says nothing, you drive faster. You never ask where you are going. Your job is not destinations. Your job is timing, speed, routes, and escape. You memorize roads like prayers. Which lanes flood in monsoon, which signals fail, which cops can be bribed and which cannot. You know because knowing keeps you alive. At exactly 8 in the morning, he walks out. Red shirt and suit, gold watch, calm smile. He looks like a businessman. He smells like expensive cologne and danger. You open the door without meeting his eyes. He sits behind you. The door closes with a soft thud, and your chest tightens the way it always does. Now your life is in your hands. If anything happens, you die first, not him, you. The car moves through the city. Inside it is quiet. Sometimes he speaks on the phone in a gentle voice. You've heard him order flowers and funerals with the same tone. At red lights, you slow, but never fully stop. Your eyes move constantly. Mirrors, windows, shadows. A white sedan following too long, a bike riding too close, a man on the footpath holding his phone too steadily. Your heartbeat never changes. You trained it not to. Fear is natural. Panic is death. You eat lunch inside the car with the engine off and windows cracked open. Your back stays straight, your mind stays alert. You never truly relax. Once, a former driver relaxed, took a shortcut. He never came back. No one asked where he went. You didn't either. Curiosity shortens life. At night, when you drop the boss home, he steps out without a word. The door closes. Only then do you breathe properly again. You drive back to your small apartment alone, park facing the exit, and lock the door twice. Sitting on the edge of your bed, you replay the day. No mistakes, no delays, no questions. You survived. That is success. Before sleeping, the rule repeats itself in your mind. If you follow the rules, you live. It happens on a rainy night, the worst kind of night for trouble. Rain hides sound, blurs vision, and makes mistakes easier. You are leaving the docks after a long meeting. The boss is unusually silent, staring out the window. You take the coastal road expecting an easy drive. Then the lights appear. Red and blue, flashing behind you. Sirens scream through the rain. 1, then 2, then many. Your stomach tightens. Real police. Not bot, not friendly. Drive, he says quietly. Not loud, not angry, soft. That scares you more than shouting ever could. You press the accelerator, the engine roars, rain lashes against the windshield like stones. Sirens scream closer. You turn sharply into a side road, tires skidding before catching grip again. You don't breathe, you don't think, your body takes over. Left, right, narrow street, closed shops, garbage piled at corners. You kill the headlights and drive blind through darkness, counting seconds in your head. Glass suddenly explodes behind you. The back window shatters. Shards cut your neck. Gunshots crack in the air. You don't flinch. You burst onto the main road, slow down instantly, and blend into traffic. One car among hundreds. Ordinary, invisible. After several minutes, the sirens fade. Only rain remains. You stop under a bridge. The engine hums softly. Now your hands begin to shake. The fear arrives late when it is safe. From behind, the boss laughs quietly. "You're good," he says. That night, he learns your real name. That night, you stop being just another driver. You become valuable, and valuable things do not leave easily. You go home and think about your life today. It was not like this in the beginning. You were not born into crime. You were born into shortage. You grew up in a single-room house beside railway tracks, with a tin roof that leaked every monsoon, and walls that never blocked noise. Trains, horns, shouting neighbors. Silence was something you only knew in dreams. Your father was a mechanic, honest and hardworking. One evening, a truck slipped while he was repairing it. It crushed him before anyone could help. He left behind no savings, only debts. Your mother cried for months. Then she got sick. Kidney failure, dialysis, endless medicines. Hospitals do not accept promises. They accept money, and you had none. You drove anything that moved. Taxis, delivery vans, night shifts, 18 hours a day. Still, it was never enough. Bills grew faster than your income. Then came the mistake. A friend asked you to deliver a package. Just documents, he said. Easy money. You didn't check. When the police stopped you, they found drugs inside. Your friend disappeared. You were arrested, then released after a bribe that doubled your debt. Threats began soon after. Late-night calls. Unknown men waiting near your house. Fear followed you everywhere. Then someone offered you a job. Private driver. Good pay, no questions. You said yes, without thinking. Because your mother needed medicine. Because your debt was choking you. Because poverty turns ordinary men into criminals. At first, you told yourself it was temporary. 1 month, 2 months, save money, leave. But time passed. Money came. Fear stayed. And the door out slowly closed. Now you sit behind the wheel of a man who controls lives. You drive through a world built on violence and silence. And when every guilt rises inside you, you repeat the same sentence. You had no choice. But somewhere deep inside, you know the truth. You chose survival over everything else. The call comes late at night. You are half asleep when your phone vibrates on the table beside your bed. Unknown number. It always is. You answer quietly, already feeling something tighten in your chest. Your mother has collapsed. Hospital. Emergency. Within minutes, you are on the road, driving faster than you ever have without the boss in the back seat. Red lights mean nothing. Speed limits do not exist. Your hands shake on the steering wheel, not from fear this time, but from helplessness. For once, skill cannot protect you. Control means nothing. At the hospital, doctors speak in calm, practiced voices. Surgery, complications, risk, money. A number is written on a piece of paper and handed to you. It might as well be infinity. You sit on a plastic chair and stare at it until your vision blurs. Everything you have saved is not even half. You think about loans, selling your bike, begging strangers, doing things you once swore you never would. Somehow, the boss knows. He always knows. The next morning, you are called in. His office is quiet, filled with soft light and expensive furniture. He pours tea himself, a rare gesture. "You look tired," he says gently. You hesitate, then tell him part of the truth. Not everything, just enough. He listens without interrupting. By evening, the hospital bill is paid. No paperwork, no questions, no discussion. It is simply handled. Your mother survives. You never thank him properly. You cannot. Gratitude feels too small for a debt like this. From that day on, you are no longer working for money. You are working for obligation, for loyalty, for blood. It happened 6 months later. An ambush. Planned, precise, deadly. You are driving through an industrial area when two vehicles suddenly block the road. Men step out holding rifles. There is no shouting, no warning, only intention. Your guards react too slowly. Gunfire erupts. Glass explodes. People scream somewhere in the distance. Your mind turns to ice. You do not think. You act. You slam the brakes, spin the wheel, and crash sideways into one of the attackers. Metal screams. Bodies are thrown aside. Bullets tear through the doors. The boss is trapped in the back seat. You unbuckle and crawl toward him as shots rip through the air. A burning pain cuts through your shoulder, sharp and hot, but you ignore it. You drag him out, push him behind an overturned car, and grab a falling guard's weapon. You fire without remembering when you aimed. You only remember surviving. Reinforcements arrive minutes later. The attackers are dead or gone. Blood covers the road. Your shirt is soaked. Your hands will not stop shaking. The boss stands beside you, alive. For a long moment, he says nothing. Then he places a hand on your shoulder. "You saved my life," he says. From that day on, you are no longer replaceable. Your role changes quietly, almost invisibly at first. Gradually, you stop being just a driver. You become a planner. You design routes, organize convoys, arrange decoys, prepare backup vehicles and safe houses. Every major movement now passes through you. You choose drivers, train them, test them, fire them, and sometimes replace them. You sit in meetings. Men listen when you speak. Your clothes become better. Your apartment becomes bigger. Guards stand outside your door. But sleep becomes harder. Power is heavy. Responsibility smells like blood. You know which shipment is risky, which route will attract trouble, which mistake will kill someone. And still, you approve them. Because saying no is not an option. Because hesitation looks like weakness. You've climbed high, too high to jump. It happens during a weapons transfer. Wrong information, wrong timing, wrong place. A warehouse near a bus stop. You warned them it was unsafe. They did not listen. Police arrive early, so do rival men. Chaos explodes. Bullets tear through walls. People run, scream, fall. A bus stops outside, full of workers, students, and shopkeepers. Wrong place, wrong moment. Gunfire hits the crowd. A woman collapses. A boy drops beside her. A shopkeeper tries to crawl away and doesn't make it. No one aimed at them. They die anyway. You watch from behind cover, frozen and helpless. This is your route, your plan, your responsibility. When it ends, you walk behind a container and vomit. Your body shakes, your vision blurs. Their faces burn into your memory. That night, you sit alone in your apartment, surrounded by money, power, security, and ghosts. You think about leaving, about disappearing, about starting over. Then you remembered. They paid your debts, saved your mother, gave you status, gave you protection, and took your freedom. You are not chained, you are owned. Now when you drive, you do not see roads, you see graves. You still follow the rules, you still survive, but now you know the final truth. You did not escape poverty, you just bought a better prison. And tomorrow, you will wake up before the alarm. And you will drive. Your support means a lot. Hit the subscribe button and stay with this journey. Like the video, see you in the next one.